even in the situations I'm in now. There's some people out there, I saw a couple of them today, they will be crushed in this arena. You know, but they don't really know. They don't really know I'm going to mess with it because they don't know that side. Because I'm literally jumping one high. I'll give you my arm, but I'll take your fucking life. It's just on the cool. It's just the way I am.
Yes.
And so I'm the nicest guy in the world. But I ain't not playing with you. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the point? Like we've hard to watch now. Like now we're gonna get into this with Jazz. It's like I tell him I don't want the pick. I want him to know he can't with me. If I take the pick,
watch out.
He may think, well, you see, I would've. Now the world about to know you can't with me.
Watch out. Watch out.
You feel what I'm saying? Now, so when I do him, if he your number one,
like bean.
Like they say, kill the head of the snake. I don't gotta worry about nobody else. But now everybody go around this person, around that person. They duck and dodge. Now, if a girl go walking in the gym, I walk in the gym, he kill it. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, yo, all right, I got him.
Yeah.
I got her.
Thanks.
Right here.
Thanks.
And I'm like, hey, how you doing? What's up?
Yeah.
Hey, no help. Y'all good? I'm good over here. No help. Let's go. You know, and I may do something like this. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, now, it is what it is. Now, she can play. No, I understand that, but that's the thing. She just gonna have to do what she gonna have to do. But guess what? You done been with me. This is a true story. He says she may cook me. This is a true story.
I know. I will cook him.
No, that won't happen. That won't happen. That won't happen, Jazz. That won't happen, Jazz. That won't happen, Jazz. But check this out. But this is the thing.
I do this every day, Kay.
That's cool, but you don't understand. I'm a different breed. The thing about it is, we've been in the gym. We in the gym. I get flat out cooked. I give up every point they score to my player. He score all. The last one he scored, I trip. I'm on the ground on my stomach. Hey, he like this, making game winner looking down on me, right?
Oh my God.
I walk to the sideline, and everybody on the sideline, these jokers there. He killing you! I'm taking snapshots of all you bastards. You understand what I'm saying? They don't know. I got snapshots of all of them. Okay? So once I get my bearings and I redeem myself with this bastard who just killed me. You understand what I'm saying? And he could play, you know what I mean? He could play a little bit with her. Had never played against me before, you know what I mean? Had a little over whatever game. But I told Dre, he ain't believe me when I said it. I walked up, I said, first of all, I said accountability. I say, that's on me, fella, that's my bad. Right, Dre? Then I say, I figured him out though. Now I know he was like, this joker that scored every time he touched the ball on you. He scored all their points.
Right? You figured it out.
And I'm talking about I figured it out. Right? Right? But I'm going to talking. I really did.
Okay.
You know, so they get up, they play, they end up losing. So I happen, and this don't even have Jimmy's pack. We happen to get right up again. I'm mad, they lose. So I'm so mad at him that I yell out, paper champions. You understand what I'm saying? One-hit wonders.
Paper champion.
I say, I was a one-hit wonders. He said, what you say? I said, you a one-hit wonder, one little game. And I'm talking North. First of all, how many jokers gonna want to talk to a North to a joker who just killed him like that? Because he scored literally every point, right, Dre? Every point on me. Okay?
I'm so hot.
And so Dre was hot. Well, the game was over before it started. Boom, 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 boom. You understand what I'm saying? I do this. So he said, I do this. And so, okay. So he say, yeah. He said, yeah, I guess I ate so much off you, I got full. I said, that's different between me and you. I don't get full.
Oh.
You understand what I'm saying? Quick to come back. It can come back like that when it's real and true.
Okay.
So I'm really mad at him for losing, for robbing me of an opportunity to get redemption. So we win. I said, I'll see you in a minute. We win, beat them, can't wait to see him. See him? What happened? 0 points. Made him quit. He didn't score not 1 point. And more importantly for me, and this is where I like to leave him, I love to leave them discouraged. I want you to think about playing volleyball, think about playing golf or something. Get to the golf course. You know, leave this something. You know, I want you to think, well, maybe it's time. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just real. But did he score a point on me? And he quit. When I say quit, he didn't walk off the. But he basically stopped trying to score past the ball. Whatever. I said, and I told him, oh man, he done. I want to go at this thing. I know pussy when I see pussy. You feel what I'm saying? So that's my point. That happened again at Avanti. You know, I was getting killed on that dude too. It just took me a while to get warmed up. I'm coming out there. I wasn't supposed to play. I was on the sideline. Dude was killing me. So that's enough about that. But yeah, that's it. You
That's what I
understand
teach
what
my
I'm saying?
kids. Like, I'm big on that. Like, don't shy away from it. Because that's how I came up. I came up playing on concrete outside against grown men. That's how I came up. So I just try to instill that mentality into my kids. Because nowadays, they are soft. Don't want nobody to touch them.
Yeah.
I don't call fouls or anything. Play through that shit,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just instilling that competitive drive back into them.
And that's the term. A competitive
Yeah.
drive is kind of lacking a little bit. You know what I mean? They want to go up against cones, and cones ain't doing nothing to you.
Look, I always say, look, that cone moves in the game now.
Yeah.
That cone right there moves. So I make sure I'm very like animated when I'm training. I gotta make sure that you get it. I'm very animated. I speak with conviction because I've been there, and I coach and I teach from a place of experience.
Yeah.
I'm not coaching from somewhere I didn't read a damn book. Like I've actually played, I've actually been there. So, yeah.
Yeah. Let's get with it then. So I'm gonna jump off.
We actually been with it, so
Just kicking it,
Exactly.
just kicking back.
this is another episode of the warm up. We're here with Jazz.
Yes.
You like to be called Jazz?
Jazz.
25A?
Jazz, you call me whatever. Call me whatever, man.
Okay.
Jazz.
All right, so we here with Jazz, Casey, Easy, Andre. Thank you guys for tuning back in with us. But talk to us for the people who don't know, what does 25A mean?
So,
I mean, you know, we kind of know, but
for sure. So 25A is essentially extra hour, extra day grind. It basically means that I'm gonna go extra. I'm gonna go above and beyond what I have to do, right? So people be like, man, I've been working 24/7. Nah, man, we working 25/8. I'm going the extra mile. So that's what it means to me, going the extra mile.
So that kind of drive, you kind of touched on it. I've heard you say you kind of touched on it before coming up. You know, the way you had to compete. Well, who would you say it was just kind of natural? You always been that way, or do you remember? I don't think you remember not being that way. Do you ever remember not being that way?
Nah, I literally grew up. I'm 7, 8 years old at the park. I'm originally from Jackson, Mississippi. I moved here when I was 15 years old, going into my sophomore year in high school. So I literally came up against guys, played up against boys all of my life. So I always had that competitive drive. And so when I moved here, this shit was easy, honestly.
Yeah.
On the competitive drive, like it was nothing. So I'm like, this is it? This is what y'all talking about? So yeah, I always had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you say competitive drive, what do you mean by that? Like, what does that look like?
This person not gonna beat me. I don't give a damn what your name is. I don't give a damn where you ranked at.
Yeah.
You're not going to beat me. You're gonna have to guard me. That's what that competitive drive means. Okay, I understand who you are, but you're gonna have to see me too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And saying it with your chest.
Yeah.
That's what that mean to me. So yeah.
So I was looking up a little bit. You got a book out?
Yeah, I do.
You got a book. So you okay? Okay.
I do.
You got
We
nothing.
working. We working, yeah.
That's your whole completely.
Yeah.
Well, y'all something.
Yeah.
All right. So, but you got a couple key principles, like, or 9. What are some of them?
So the number one thing I talked about in my book is establishing a true, authentic relationship with yourself, because you can lie to yourself, you can tell yourself all this bullshit, and you can literally believe the lie. So to obtain anything in this life, you have to be real with yourself. Have those hard conversations with yourself in the mirror. Okay, Jazz, you're not doing what you need to be doing. Get your shit together. This is how I talk to myself. I talk to myself out loud. And if I know I'm not doing what I need to be doing, okay, Jazz, come on, let's go. And if I'm doing what I need to be doing, okay, pat myself on the back a little bit, but don't get complacent. Just being real with myself. That's one thing. Another key point I talked about is having great character. Be a man or woman of your word, of course. These keys really don't resonate with only student athlete. The name of the book is called 9 Keys to Become Your Best Self as a Student Athlete, but the subtitle is 9 Essential Keys to Perform at Your Most Optimal Level Mentally and Physically. So these keys can resonate with anybody who's trying to run at the most optimal level. Anything in life. Yeah.
TSU.
TSU.
How was that?
TSU, man. You know, it's a whole story, man. Up and down. So when I went to TSU, I moved there from Blinn. It was 2013? 2013. Yes.
Y'all didn't beat them, did y'all?
No, the only team we had trouble with was Trinity Valley.
So y'all beat McClendon?
Yeah, we beat them. Yeah. Okay. Gave them 30, smooth, whatever. But anyway.
I was gonna say I went there.
But nah, TSU was straight. TSU was straight, man. My best season I had was my first season, my junior season. That's when I got all those accolades, man. It's literally like I had a point to prove. So, you know, coming out of high school, I went to TCU, right? So I went there first, ended up transferring back to Blinn. I had to get my confidence back up, you know. So went to Blinn, then went up to TSU.
Can I stop you there? You say you have to get your confidence up. Can you elaborate a little bit more about that?
Liz, okay.
Because the person I'm talking to right now,
please talk about
you
that.
seem to be supreme confident.
Yes.
However, I've known a lot of situations and where and I've had some buddies and they come back telling me, you know, stories about they leave here top shooter in the city, literally, and get to a school and a coach telling them don't shoot the ball. So can you tell me a little bit about what happened to you in your journey?
So we're gonna be all night. So and it was me as well. When I went into college, number one, I wasn't at the best shape. That's the number one thing. I was knocking on 200 pounds at 5'7", 5'8". So ultimately, I wasn't in the right shape. That was number one, okay? So that's on me. You know what I'm saying? Number two, I was always just gifted offensively, so he would only use me to get us up, okay? He would put me in the game, I'm doing my thing, yank me out soon as I get us like tied up or something like that. And so that messed with my confidence. In practice, I'm going crazy, scrimmaging 30 every single time against these girls. But in the game, he never really gave me that green light. You see what I'm saying? So it really messed with my mental. I was young, 17. I was a young freshman, 17, turned 18 there. So it really like shot me down because he's limiting me and I know everything that I can do. I can help this team even more, but just using me like that and it kind of like broke me down mentally. So going to Blinn, it gave me that confidence. Okay, like, you know what? I can do this. When I went to that JUCO Jamboree, average 35, you know, against all the top-notch JUCO, the top-notch JUCO teams. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one it was. It was like, I want to say 2012, back when that happened. It ended up averaging 35, and that's when I was like, you know what? Okay, I got this. Okay, yeah, I remember McClendon.
My question is, like, knowing that you went through that recruiting process and obviously the confidence builder when you train and you got kids that are caliber that can go Division I, what is your message to them when you're actually telling them about like recruiting colleges? Because I got some people go for the name, but what is your perspective when you're training your clients that aspire to play?
Number one, I tell my clients, don't look only at the name. I need for you to go on your visit. You need to have a strong conversation or a lengthy conversation with this coach and figure out what are their goals for you. Don't just go up there and get all buttered up how I did. Go to the school that needs you right now. You're not trying to go nowhere and get red shirted right now. You need to ask those coaches, okay, who do you have in my position right now? What grade are they in? How long do you see me being on this team? Do you plan on having me for my senior season, or do you have me playing right now? And will I be an instant impact? You need to ask them hard questions.
So I just want to get back like what you just said, because unlike boys, they probably need it more because it's one and done. But obviously the girls' game is 3 years. So like, what's the differences as what you can say is some of these girls might need that time to learn for a year. So what's your advice on that? Because right now you're telling me like, when can I play? But what's the importance of sitting a year and learning from probably a person that's been through the fire? So
my question would be for the kid, what are you trying to do? Like, are you trying to go right into a program and be an instant impact, or are you trying to go somewhere and learn? It's all about what you want. When I was playing, I am trying to be an instant impact. I'm not trying to sit behind nobody. That was me. So I would ask the kid, what is your goal? What do you want to do? Do you want to go somewhere and be an instant impact, or you want to go somewhere and build and learn behind someone? And then we'll just address that fact, whatever answer they say. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, you're a graduate from TSU. That's my alumni too.
Okay.
So I would say I was really, really critical probably 3 years ago of the SWAC. But now I see how it's going now. As an alumni, just talk about kind of that, that conference and how it's keep on getting better and better and making an impact even nationally.
Yeah, man. Those girls, man, even when I was playing, man, we just had something to prove, man. We in the SWAC mid-major conference. We don't really get a lot of playing, TV time on here. And so how I treated it was, listen, I'm going to make y'all come and see me. So that was my mindset. And you have that vibe. Not everybody, not all the girls have this, but I would say for the most part, everybody has that like go-getters mentality. And that's why the SWAC is tough. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no easy cakewalk, man. Yeah. Every single night is going to be a battle. But I don't know, man. We just got that grit, man. It's something about that SWAC, dog. We got that grit now. Yeah.
So we'll talk about women's basketball in Houston. Mm-hmm. So I know you mentioned you talked to a couple girls, but what do you think? What do you think it's like right here? You talk about the guys a lot, but honestly, I'm not too privy of the hoop culture of women in Houston.
Yeah, we got some hoopers, man. Like we gotta find them though. We gotta go out and we gotta get them. The thing is,
pull them out.
We have to pull them out, man.
I'm headed to Dallas this weekend for the Clash of the Clubs, where all the top players, girls team in the country, all the top girls in the country will be there. They're playing in the Omni in Dallas, so the Clash of the Clubs. I'm headed there to film on Friday.
I love the hoop in Houston, but it's just about getting these women out. You know, most of these women are family women. You know, and I understand, but women out here still could go. Yeah. Like we having our open gyms and stuff. Like they still getting busy. So it's just about pulling the women out, finding them, right, and having something, building something for the women out here. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, once they see us going, we making moves, then we'll start to like pull them out. You know what I mean? But we have some hoopers here in Houston, though, for sure.
A competitor, and to me, like I'm a student of the game. So right now, I've told them already. I know on the boys' side, I think Dallas is kicking the boys' ass. But I know on the girls' side, it's almost the same way. Because because like I said, I saw DeSoto last year take out the two best players in America, Roy Harmon and Kenneth Hunter. I saw DeSoto again do it this year to the best team in Houston in Summer Creek. So as a person that's from Mississippi, Texas is your home, and you see that city of Dallas, like. I gotta be
from the H and I support them, but my eyes don't deceive me. I see what Dallas is doing down there on both sides of the basketball. How can Houston match that same energy?
Like I said, it's always what you want to do. Like if you want to do this hoop shit, do the hoop shit. Like I mean,
like for real.
Cause I can't really, I don't have an opinion on the people in Dallas because I'm not privy. I don't know what the Dallas scene is like. But I mean, shit, if you want to call a damn open gym, call it Houston against Dallas. See who. Period. That's how you see. Somebody put it together, put it in a neutral position or neutral location and see who with it. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
That's how you settle that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Call out y'all best hoopers. Dallas, y'all call out your best hoopers. Houston, call out your best hoopers. All right, we here. What's up?
Can you just talk about some positives that you see like growing into the girls' games today in Houston? What you see now other than then? Because
one positive I would say is the media. Like it's a lot of girls basketball pages out here. You got Girls Ball is Life or Ball is Life Women, and I see that over time like they are putting these girls on Front Street, these big old platforms, and I love that because when I was playing we really ain't have a lot of that. The hoop mixtape, it was for pretty much guys. You know, and so I would say number one, just the media getting the girls out, showing their movement, showing the one-on-one moves and stuff like that. I love that, actually displaying the girls on social media more now. So I like that. Yeah.
What do you think? So he asked a particular question. So I want to really stick on the women's side. What do you think, like, people in the city can do to like help the women's game, or like help it grow even more outside of like the media? Like, what is it that we think we can do?
Doing exactly what he's doing now, setting it up, setting the actual platform up. That's the number one thing, is just getting something set. Okay, all right, ladies, we have this set. Now let's go. Let's do it. And when they see that you have camera, podcast, you actually have stuff invested into this, they see it ain't no rinky-dink shit. Okay, let me see what this is talking about. So actually putting something in place, that's what's gonna help it. And putting the cameras there, putting that exposure there, actually making videos and slow motion and stuff like that. We like to see that. It's all, hey, we in the year of content now. Or the era of content.
The era of content.
And I told them, like, for real, like, because I do content for girls, I said, people don't realize, girls be the one that really be paying. Boys, they just be like, for real, like, I really like that, like, discount. No, girls and their parents, they paying full price. You'll never ask for a discount.
Come on now.
How much is it? These boys, they don't even want to tell their parents.
Facts, factuals.
I'll slide you this.
So I think that's a huge step, is actually creating a platform for the women, so right? And not only just creating a platform, putting what you do for the men there.
That's exactly what I want.
So one of the things we wanted to do, and we vowed to do, and we'll continue to do so, is we didn't want to do it. This was actually a 2020 project. COVID knocked it out. Okay, and then last year with the quick turnaround, and it was still kind of iffy with the pandemic. It was just too tough to do it, and so we have done it, but we chose to do it and literally invest in it. Yeah. Because we don't want to shortchange the women.
We already know the history. Title IX. Yeah. You know how necessary it was and is.
But doing, hey, we're gonna go all out and do all this for the men, but we only gonna do this for the women. So we want to give them the same opportunity. Come in, you know, everything being equal. Yeah. And then let's let the ladies come out and make it what it can be.
I'm gonna tell you right now, once you do that, that's gonna be it. I'm telling you, because that's gonna be the only thing in the city that's doing that for the women. At that level, though.
At that level, that's the key.
We have open gyms and stuff like that. We have, you know, little things like that. But once you put it on that level, I'm telling you, that's what we really need. So I like I said, I tell you, I appreciate you for even doing this for the women.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
My question is to you though. I really want to know, what's the importance you think that the women need a professional team in this city? Because obviously, like, we ran off the first 4 championship because obviously Dallas got the Dallas Wings, but the importance of a women's team, a professional women's team here, what would it mean to the city?
It would mean the world. It would mean the world, man. Because like I said, we have women hoopers in the city. I don't even know why that team folded anyway. We're not gonna get into that, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if we would have a Houston, if the Comets come back, dog, that would be the savior for women's basketball in Houston.
And the only reason why I asked that, because it's kind of like for the WNBA, it's almost like you're erasing basketball history, not just women history, but basketball history. Like, this is the team that probably has the most championships right now in WNBA history, and
they're still not here.
Definitely the most consecutive.
Yes,
exactly. So I just want to know, like, what would it do just for the game in Houston in general, even though we got the great hoopers, but for them to see at the top of their profession, the best pros available to them, what would it mean to them?
It will revive it. It will revive it completely. Yeah. You know, y'all gonna always have men hoopers, but for the women, it will totally revive it mentally. Okay, now I have something to prove. Now all these little Houston girls, okay, I ain't got to worry about going to the Dallas Wings, or I ain't got to worry about going all the way to LA Sparks. I have a home team right here. Let me go to these games. Let me feel that vibe. Let me have something to look forward to. Houston Comets. It's just, you know, if we have something like that, that is totally going to revive, I feel like, the young girls. Okay, I can go to this game. I can touch these women. So I can do it too.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
Toughest player you played against?
Of all time or just?
Of all time.
Is that be man or woman, or could it be woman?
Woman.
Okay.
Mano y mano, or just like team based?
Both. And break down both answers, the answers, please.
Hey, listen. I'm about to say something. I'm really thinking right now, the toughest player that I had to play?
Nobody come to mind?
Like, as far as college, high school, I would say this girl named Jade. She played at Seven Lakes. I was at May Creek. Her defense was like impeccable, man. She was the only person who really challenged me defensively, because you know I'm skillful offensively. So she was the person who really like made me like, okay, let me get going. Because everybody that I played against, it was nothing. Like I'm not bragging.
What school you went to?
I'm not boasting. I went to May Creek out in Katy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I went to May Creek, so everybody I played with, it was easy. It was like a cakewalk. But when I played Jade, she played at Seven Lakes. She like gave me some trouble, and I say that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, just respect.
But team, nah, Jade, nah. She don't play no more. Team wise, I would say when I was at Blend, Trinity Valley. That was the toughest team I played, and everybody was cold on that team. They had 4 different D1 transfers, and that whole team was like, they were tough. Trinity Valley, as far as teams go. Yeah.
So one of the things we talk about within the city, and excuse me, is in being able to get more women involved. So we're doing some things right now in terms of being able to engage them. You and I talked a couple months ago about the run.
Yeah.
That's about to take off now again, so that's better jump off. That's been just a major issue problem we've had. But trying to think about some other ideas that you think we could do in terms of really getting engaging and capturing and being able to keep them engaged, the women.
I would say those open runs, but we would have to do them on just like real chill days, but not only have an open run, have the camera crew out, make a vlog, make a highlight reel of only the women. Only the women. Do that and do that consistently, and then they're gonna be like, okay, I see what we got going on. We got women out here competing, and we have the media coverage the right way, not just no BS film put together. And you put your all into that. That's what's gonna bring the women out consistently. Women, we love seeing ourselves on film. We love that.
Yeah.
And so when you do that the right way, though, I be seeing y'all film. Y'all should be looking nice. If we have that same shit, come on now. Just having an open run, but have the cameras there, though, and make a live ass reel.
Yeah.
I feel we'll do really good. That's what's going to get us out, you know.
So if you had to tell us what's next for you, Jazz.
What's next for me? And I'm going through a transition right now. Not only focusing on training, I'm doing other things like writing books and stuff. I just want to explore more things. I want to do more things like podcasts, tell my story, doing public speaking, motivational things like. And my purpose is not only to help you within basketball. My purpose is to help you mold yourself into your best version physically and mentally.
Yeah.
Right, so that's my goal. I want to help people more than just the basketball scene.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm here for. Just continuing to do that, man. Yeah.
When
Who knows what's in store for me, but I'm gonna just continue to live out my purpose. You know what I mean?
Where would you rate yourself right now in terms of in the city of Houston? I know I asked you this question, but who you feel like in the city
As a
is a better player than you are right
Nobody,
now?
and I say that confidently because I work on my game
But you say
still
nobody?
to this day. No one.
Boys and men.
Mono-
Come on.
We talking about women.
Yeah.
Mano y mano, no one can guard me in the state, in the city of Houston. No one. And I say that with confidence.
That's a big word.
Because I work on myself still to this. I'm not talking about what I did in 13, 14.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about what I am doing now to this day. I work on myself every single day. So you mean to tell me somebody who work a 9 to 5, no shade. You mean to tell me somebody work a 9 to 5 every day gonna come out here against somebody who do this shit every day? No, you're not beating me, period. I work on my body, I work on my mind, I hoop every day. No, I am the best, period. Respectfully. Respectfully. You know, I ain't bragging, I ain't boasting. I'm not bragging.
Do they
I'm
know
not
that?
boasting.
Yes.
Hey, we can show it. Ain't nobody wrong. We can show it. You feel what I'm saying? We can show that shit today. Today. You know, I knew that question was coming though. I knew that was coming. Me, okay, you looking at it.
You don't want, huh?
Yeah, dog. Shit.
We looking at the one right here.
Man.
Shoot.
Nah, but I think it's gonna be interesting for the summertime.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've never Casey seen it. He said there was a women's program back then, but I ain't never seen women hooping and men hooping at this level, you know, at the same time. So I'm excited.
It won't be on the way we're gonna do it, but oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Kim Perrott played in it. Yeah, Williams. Y'all look these people up.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
okay. Yeah.
You know, this before Kim passed away. Everybody just used to be down in Fondy. Cheryl, you know, them no Coop. All them used to be down there. This was,
Yeah.
you know, Monica, Tina, all the girls used to be down there. So we gonna get it back going though.
Okay.
We gonna get it back going.
What's up?
There's a string of McDonald's All-Americans coming through Houston. Houston, and like I just said, like, they're becoming great college basketball players. So I'm sure if they had anything to do over the summer, they're coming.
So.
Like I just said, like I told you guys last week, I said Roy Harmon is probably one of the best guards in America.
Nah, she tough.
Yeah, so
she is tough.
She's one of the best guards in America. So like, so it's just like I'm pretty sure.
And she from Houston?
She's from Houston, Side Creek. Yeah. Number 1 point guard in the country last year.
Nah, shorty tough. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm just getting my girls right. They already know what time it is, man. We getting right. We ain't coming half stepping either.
So do you have Shimon?
Yeah, oh, come on, dog.
I'm gonna come pull up off your hand.
Dog. Come on, dog. Hey.
I hope you got it. I've been texting.
Oh yeah, you have. Hey, it's we still gonna have fun, man. Whoever on teams, man. I ain't really
Jazz say
tripping.
she can roll. Jazz say I'm still good. Jazz say I'm still good. That's how you feel.
Hey.
I caught that. Hey, we still gonna be good. We gonna have fun.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Who y'all got though? And this, I want to get this on the record. Who y'all got right now? Boston, Miami. Who you got?
Oh no, wait. Didn't you have something you want to say?
Oh my fault.
Oh yeah.
My fault.
So
Going around probably for the past decade talking about one Chris Paul. And I've been on record because as like you do, I do my studying. I throw out numbers, and like I said, men lie, women lie. The numbers don't. Like I said, I've called him the most overrated point guard in NBA history, and I've called him the most overrated.
I think he's the most overrated point guard in NBA history because, like I just said, every time I feel like he loses a playoff series, he doesn't get blamed. until yesterday when every reporter decided to and shout out Patrick Beverly. Man, shout out Patrick Beverly for telling the real. But like, I'm just not sold on CP.
Strong words, man.
Oh yeah. It's strong words. And the thing is, I've been consistent for a decade. I've been saying this for 10 years. Like, it's nothing new.
Why are you saying that? Like, what's the derivative? Like, why are you saying that?
Because like I've seen Chris Paul teams and everybody is, because I think everybody is always trying to put him on the same pedestal as like the Kobe's, the LeBrons, and the D-Wades, like all these champions.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's a competitor. Oh, he makes your team better. But you getting popped in the second round, and then all of a sudden the excuse is, well, he's 6 feet. He don't got no help. So I'm just like, when it was New Orleans, the team was too young. When it was with the Clippers, oh, Blake and DeAndre can't shoot free throws. In Houston, you know it's gonna be James Harden. Oklahoma City, oh, that he got him better, but that team was too young. And then in Phoenix, oh, you know, little young Aiden was tripping and he looked at basketball night. So I've seen it pattern after pattern. I'm like, well, what's the one thing they all have in common? Chris Paul was on that team.
Wow, that's a strong statement. I ain't backing you up with that, dog. that's tough.
How would you refuse it, though, James?
That's tough, man.
Crazy enough, last week we were having this conversation, just before the debacle.
Okay.
We were having this conversation last week, and I'm like, hold up, man, this and that, but after what happened, I never saw that coming. I never saw that coming against Dallas. I mean, I know in basketball things happen, but I ain't see that one coming.
Right on cue.
Right on cue. I used to tell my boy Q, I said, hey man, what we doing in the middle of May? Because Chris Paul was getting knocked.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, okay, but it's all good though. But like, I just never believed in him as he leads your team to good things. I'm like, oh, okay.
So you think if Pat Beverly, everything Pat Beverly saying?
Oh, no. I was like, it's about time. It was about time because I said, I've been saying this for 10 years. For 10 years, I've been saying like.
Bring me up to speed because I didn't know what Pat Beverly said. What did he say?
Oh, Pat Beverly.
I haven't been tapped in. What did he say?
He's not a top 10 point guard.
Oh, that's what he said.
Pat Bev said nobody's staying up at night worried about Chris Paul.
That was hilarious. He said, I'm going to Steak 44, getting some wine, and I'm going to sweat it out in the pregame before I play Chris Paul.
And he said Chris Paul's a cone.
Yeah, did he call
Yo!
He said if he playing Steph, he gonna go to bed at 8 o'clock. His girl can't call him. His mama can't call him.
Yo! Pat Bev is something else, man.
He said a lot. He said way more than that.
Yeah.
I love that though. Wow.
He said, you know.
So.
How y'all feel about his statement? What you feel about that? What's your take? Chris Paul, the most overrated point guard of all time?
No, I don't think so.
No,
of all time.
No, because he said he didn't make. I personally feel like he made Blake Griffin.
How? Listen, and you know what? I'm glad that you said that because you know me, I'm gonna back it up.
He said how?
Because let me tell you something. In 2013,
analytical guy.
Blake Griffin finished third in league MVP. And everybody said that was because of Chris Paul. And I said, you guys better watch the tape, and I want you guys to watch this. Chris Paul, there was a stretch that he didn't play for 20 straight games. Blake Griffin literally averaged 27 and 10. When Chris Paul returned, the numbers dipped. You can see every.
But were they a better team?
Yes, they were winning. When he was averaging that amount of numbers.
When he was out, they were better?
He was better.
What
you just said, he made Blake Griffin better.
And you said he don't make the team.
No, but I want you to go look at Blake Griffin when he was playing with Chris Paul.
Was the team better when Blake Griffin was doing that?
Yes, that's why he was up for MVP.
He was better.
No. He was better, but like I said,
well, he put up better numbers. I thought he was
yeah, so I'm just saying, like I was never sold on it.
So my take on it as far as being most overrated, I can't ride with that. But however, I'm trying to think who's more overrated as a point guard.
No, I can't.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's why I just said
Who fits that bill? CP don't fit
yes,
that.
He does because like my whole thing is this: you say he makes teammates better, and I am really in belief law Tyson Chandler, oh, you threw the alley, oh, he's better. DeAndre Jordan still couldn't shoot free throws. Like I'm saying, how do you make your teammates better by throwing the lob?
By how many they get?
Oh, that's how you make your teammates better. DeAndre Jordan was still shooting 43%, and they still were going down second round. So you tell me how you make your teammates better.
You see him with other teams, he ain't getting those many love.
That's a fact, though.
I saw Tyson Chandler win a world title without him in Dallas. I saw a world NBA championship in Dallas. I saw David West win an NBA championship in Golden State. I saw Peja, the New Orleans, all these New Orleans teammates that got championships without one Chris Paul. So you tell me how does he make it better when these guys are going over there and winning championships?
Got a point. Hey.
You gotta tell me, like, I'm about to chill. Like when it comes down.
But it comes down to when you say overrated. I don't think no one is saying he's a champion. They're just saying, hold on, let me finish. I think we're just saying he ain't good enough to get you a championship.
I'm just saying, convince me on how does he make his teammates better. I want you to convince me how this is the same guy that literally 5 playoff series he's been up 2-0 and he's blew 5 playoff series when he was up 2-0. So you gotta tell me, like, you in the business of winning.
All I just see is a lot of regular season stuff. Like I'm just saying, like, and they put him up like, oh man.
When you get Chris Paul, things change. I've never seen a more unblamed superstar than Chris Paul. A more unblamed superstar. Like I just said, New Orleans, the team was too young. And the Clippers, DeAndre and Blake, they just didn't come to play. Houston, James Harden is out partying. OKC, that was a young team.
They weren't even supposed to be here. Phoenix, they went from 35 to 64, but you were up 2-0 in the finals. Yeah, people calling my phone. Oh, did you see that performance? Did you see that up 2-0? I said,
I didn't know you won the NBA championship in 2 games. And then all of a sudden, what's the game that he won in New Orleans? The closeout game when he went perfect. But then when he hit 37 last Friday, he averaged 9 points. 9 points in 4 games and 5 assists. When he hit 37 last Friday. How you make your team better? I just want to know. Like I don't believe in throwing a lob. I don't believe in throwing a lob.
Yeah. Hey, but it's hard to.
I can't say with that, but I feel where you coming from though.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say CP. CP3 is the most overrated. I'm not going to say that. Okay. But him, as far as him being a golden child, I'll say that. He's a sweetheart. People love CP. The NBA loves CP. Yeah. So I get that. I'm not going to say he the most over. I'm not going to say that though.
Okay. I would say
I'm not saying
overrated.
that.
Talking about top 5, people were looking at me dead in the eye talking about something. He's top 5. I'm like, like he's number 9. He's really a sympathy 9. He's a sympathy 9. He's a sympathy 9.
He's top 9. He's a sympathy 9. He's a sympathy 9.
Yo.
I've been saying this for 10 years.
Name 8.
Oh, thank you. I'm telling you, I
better point guards right now.
Order.
I want them. I don't give a damn. Just give them to me.
First of all, Magic is number 1. We know that. Steph is 2. My boy Isaiah Thomas is 3. J Kidd 4.
Hold on.
No, I'm talking about all time. All time. All time. Yeah. Isaiah Thomas was 3. J Kidd 4. Stockton 5. Steve Nash 6. I got GP at 7. I'm going to give the nod to Russell Westbrook because I think he's done more in his career than Chris Paul. So that's 8. And honestly, Chris Paul's 9, but really my 9th guy is really Tony Parker because he used to bust his ass every playoff series. It should really be Tony Parker, 7-time All-Star, 4-time champion. It should really be Tony Parker. But for the stats, the statistics that Chris Paul got, I'm going to give him 9. But really, there it is. I just named them in order.
So Westbrook in there over CP, dog?
No, I do. Look, listen.
I can't go with that.
I saw Russell Westbrook win a league MVP. I saw him at the end of the day, the shooting woes and stuff like that. But like, hey, listen, Russell Westbrook from a career totality, I'm taking him over Chris Paul. Like, no. Like at least I know he's gonna rebound, he's gonna defend, he ain't gonna stop.
Chris Paul,
huh?
Chris.
Nah,
You gonna defend? You know what Patrick Beverly called him yesterday? He's cold.
He's a coach.
Cone man. He's cone man.
Yo, that is crazy, yo.
Nah, man.
I can't get with that, man.
Listen, I called it the easy gospel because I knew it was coming out today. I knew the CP3 was coming out today. And I was waiting. The thing is, because I had Phoenix at 7, and then I looked up. I said, do you think that Chris Paul is really going to win the big game? I said, no, let's go. I changed my pick that day. That morning I woke up, I said, yeah, Chris Paul's losing today. And right on cue. My friend one of my best friends, John, he actually really tried to send me what the Phoenix Suns were doing in warm-ups before Game 7, how they were dancing and doing this and all that stuff. Like, this is the reason why they lost. I said, and I looked at him, I said, John, I FaceTimed him at work. I said, bro, don't you ever send me that again. He said, what are you talking about? They weren't focused. I said, these guys probably been doing this for every 64 games that they won. All of a sudden, they do this on the night of Game 7. That's the reason why they lost. Go look at Chris Paul again. I said, listen, Chris Paul deserves the blame. He can't win as the number 1 guy. He can't win with the number 2 guy. So right now, like, listen, we have seen a Hall of Fame career.
Let me ask you something. If CP get a ring before he hang it up, are you still giving him that title?
That's what?
The most overrated.
Yes, I will.
You still, even if he?
I will, because like to me the ring will be meaningless. Because at the end of the day, the reason why I would just say that, because like right now I believe in Chris Paul's career. I think like you got to start reducing this man's minutes. Like, oh yeah, to me is like if T-Mac would have won that ring in San Antonio if Ray Allen didn't hit that shot. That's what I would compare it to. If Chris Paul wins at this stage, because he ain't gonna win as. He's not gonna win as
outright.
Outright.
He's not gonna win.
Be like, oh,
damn.
Yeah, he got one on the
it's
way
gonna be
out.
a fluke. You got my guy.
Listen. He's gonna win one on the way out. Do you remember? Like, and this is what I get tired of. People call me after these virtuoso performances. Oh, you saw what he did in the closeout game, Game 7. You see he's up 2-0 in the finals. And I just look at him and I just stare at him. I said, watch it play out. And then all of a sudden, and you know what the best part about it is? You don't hear from him for 2 weeks. You don't hear from him. Like, like literally in the NBA Finals last year, he went up 2-0. He's looking real spooky out here. I said, you know the best player in the world is Nigerian. He's going to come back.
He's Nigerian.
Giannis.
Come back and win 4 straight. What happened? He came back and won 4 straight. Man, he's man, honestly, I really don't even respect him. Like, I can't say I respect him. Because I still remember in 2013 the way that Memphis series ended. I saw him literally went low blow on Gasol, and everybody said, "Oh, he's a mean competitor." But if that was anybody else, Draymond or anybody, he's suspended. So that's what I'm just trying to say.
Golden child. Golden child.
Yeah, golden child.
Golden child.
The NBA, like, I feel like the fans, everybody appreciate him. But inside that locker room, like, listen, I don't blame Rondo for what he did to him a couple of years ago, bro. Because I feel like
heard
he's one of
that.
them.
I heard that
He's one of
story.
them.
Oh no, a lot of players don't like him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what
Cause he gonna force you to be great.
No, Goose he made great. Everybody that he.
Oh my goodness.
Who has he made great?
He's going to force you to give it your all. How about that?
Yeah.
What happened in Game 7? It was over at half.
Hey, them grown men at the end of the day.
At the end of the
What they
day.
want to do.
Thank you, Jay.
But he ain't gonna let you just, bullshit.
Game 7, it looked like bull.
No.
It didn't matter.
Game 7 was terrible.
Man.
What about the Warriors and Mavs series?
I'm taking the Warriors. I'll tell you why. I hate to see Monty Williams get out coached as bad. I'm happy for Jason Kidd. That's what I was saying. I even tweeted that. I said, Jason Kidd coaching.
Yo, you that trap.
He doing Dre be our approach. You know? He gotta say, okay, we gonna take away what you like to do and make you play with both hands. So you can be the best scorer in the history of the world. Can you score like you gonna score and defend like we gonna make you defend? Now we got conditioning coming into play. That's all they did. But what made Monty Williams look bad, well, and then they say, no, they did a Bill Belichick in football. Every time Devin Booker touched the ball, he saw 3 of them. I know he was like, what the heck? This like the Matrix. What you got 3 people? Boom, boom, boom. If I'm a triangle around. Every time I know he was frustrated.
Yeah.
And he ain't had a patience to work through that yet. That's the next step for him.
Yeah.
You know, I watched Kobe for years. You got to have a patience, keep the ball, drag it out, whatever. If a big down there can't shoot, put him down, put him in the dunk spot. You feel what I'm saying? Send him that with wheel. You got to shoot over there, get ready to knock this down. There you go, dog. Shoot their head off.
Yeah.
But what Monty Williams didn't do that to Luka. He did just the opposite. Luka was able to come down like LeBron.
Yeah.
No, not you, not Chance. Go get the 2-year-old. I mean, the 3-month-old out the house. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go. And then they strategy. What's the switch? CJ, you go play Luka head up. And then, of course, Luka gonna have a great series. Mind you, he comfortable, he resting. I watched LeBron do this for years. Things play LeBron like that. Like, let him choose who you want to go at. And then now he comfortable, he playing at his pace. Same thing most teams did to Chris Paul most of his career. And so, it's like, I'm like, I can't believe he never made an adjustment. So I don't think with the Warriors, they're going to be able to load up on an ISO player like Devin Booker. You got to get your track shoes on. Stephen Clay going to be doing this. And so you're going to, not only you going to have to, if one person don't commit to defense, them jumpers teeing it up. You know that is. You know how that going in.
In how many games you got?
I think the Warriors will beat them in 5 or 6. It ain't going 7.
I was just about to say that Warriors 6. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
4-0.
Oh my God.
So I told myself
4-2, man. 4-2. Yeah, they gonna win 2.
No. I told myself it's rather going to be Warriors in 5 or Warriors in 7 because this is what I said. The Warriors in 5 because I think Luka is going to at least get you 1. But if that game 6 is in Dallas, I promise you, like I told you, Luka's not losing. Luka will not lose game 6. So I say Warriors in 5 or Warriors in 7. Yeah. Because Luka is good enough to at least get you 1 game.
Yeah.
2-2, 1-1-1.
You know, I expect for us to see Luka like we saw Chris Paul this series in terms of being fatigued.
No, I think
because Luka ain't in the best shape, dog.
And listen,
it's amazing. It's easy to put him play zone and put him on the backside over here in the corner and let him play zone against an ISO team. But, and everybody just load up on them. It's easy to do that. Warriors, it's constant moving. These jumpers gonna come. Yeah. You know what I mean? They gonna slip. Yep. And so if he gonna be lazy like Hardwood, if he gonna be lazy like that, they're gonna be getting a bunch of layups, dunk. I mean, so everybody live now. Kaminga gonna be more active now. So against that series with Memphis, it was tough because guys couldn't get acclimated. So homeboy not gonna get ass exposed. I don't think I would hope. Now I done seen Steve Kerr do what he did in 2016 against Cavaliers, but hopefully he done learn that because he did it with LeBron. I don't see him doing the exact same employing the same concept that Phoenix just did in terms of when they run pick and roll. You switch it and put what's the big boy name? Just got 20 rebounds for Golden State.
Looney.
Yeah, Kevon Looney go 1-on-1 against Luka. Now, if you're gonna do that, you can do that. Then you just let Luka get 30. Luka get 40. Golden State gonna score more than 40 points. Yeah. But everybody else not gonna get going.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And then when he drive, you don't just come over here and say, okay, Luka score. Yeah. That's gonna wear him out. Versus letting him throw it over the top to a wide open shooter. You know, NBA players, they get wide open shots. So you can't let him give him both things. You gotta give him one thing. That's it. Luka's a good player. You know, I would say great, but I haven't seen him tested like that. They only which hand is shooting off of? Luka.
Yeah.
He only shooting off the left.
Yeah.
If he posting you, he only turning off one shoulder. He ain't hitting you with no Kobe or no MJ. He can turn it off both shoulders. Yeah. He ain't hitting you with both. He only can turn off that one. So if you know if he backing you down, he gonna turn off the right shoulder. You gotta get back and shoot off that, like most right-handed players. We always talk about that. So that's when guys don't understand. When we watch players, I don't care if you hit 2,000 jumpers in a row. I'm gonna be in the D. Which hand you shooting off? Okay, she's shooting. God dang, 80% off the left hand. She only shooting 30% off the right. I ain't saying it can't make a shot literally, but the percentage way down here. So I'm gonna make you do that all game long. So now you what more uncomfortable than comfortable. It's looking at what they did to Chris Paul. Jason Kidd did that, man. I say, I don't know if you were watching. I'm like, this is textbook. This is exactly the way we coach. That's it. So, and I always tell people, you ain't running up against Kobe Bryant, dog. In other words, a guy whose skill level is that complete to where you can't say, well, I'm just make him do this, make him do that. If I run across that, then you just play whatever. But who's that? You with me?
Yeah.
And so that's why I say Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta thank you.
Yeah.
First time won't be the last.
Man, for real.
I really like this.
We
this
looking
my type
forward.
of vibe. That's my vibe, man.
Hey, yeah. Hey, we getting ready for the season. We only about 3 weeks out. We look forward to you. Really seriously. We'll talk about that a little bit more. And we get it going, look to galvanize, but everybody, you know, glad to have you, Jazz.
I appreciate
Seriously.
it. Yeah, this is my love, man. I appreciate this.
Yeah, just thank I'm thankful because you know I got a new appreciation for girls basketball for the last couple of years. I've been coaching, doing media stuff for them. So like, what you're doing with Houston got a lot of talent. Like I didn't realize it till like 2 or 3 years ago. Like
we do.
They really want to hoop.
And so you laying the foundation for us, you're really going to revive women's sports in general in Houston. And so I'm actually excited to see the mental shift, right? Because it's all mental, you know what I mean? So I'm super excited to see the women actually feel like, okay, it's something for us to be a part of here in Houston. So I'm excited, man.
Good.
Yep. The commissioner of the No Excuses Pro League.
What's up?
Just wrapped up our podcast interview, man. Y'all stay tuned for it. Dropping this Sunday. Hey, man, I appreciate everything you're doing for the city, man.
No doubt.
Let's go.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All right.